Hey, I got a new episode today. Hey, how you doing? How you doing, BigAl?
What's going on, man?
Can you introduce yourself to my audience?
What's good, y'all? It's God, BigAl Master Standing. Peace.
Okay, so how did growing up in Harlem influence you as an artist?
Man, Harlem is everything, man. Harlem is culture. It is culture. So just being born in that environment where Malcolm, places where Malcolm X spoke, Duke Ellington. Then we talking about Mace. Then we talking about Dapper Dan. It's so much fashion. It's so much swag. It's so much culture. Shout out to A$AP Rocky too, that came out of that spot in the city, and everybody in the world wanted to be from there. So how can I be inspired by Harlem? You feel me?
Yes, sir. You're an artist, producer, and actor. Which come most naturally to you?
I would say being an artist, but as I'm getting older, everything is a part of me. So everything is like if I'm about to get on a movie set, I'm still bringing the same energy as if I'm getting in the studio or if I'm getting on stage. It's all me. You know what I'm saying? So every part is important now.
Okay.
You know.
When did you first take your music seriously?
I mean, the first time I started writing, I've been writing since I was young. When I started writing when I listened to 50 Cent back when I was about 9 years old when that album came out, 9-10 years old. So that's when I started writing. I started taking it serious probably like 2013 though. That's when I really before I was rapping and dropping tracks, I was producing. I got my start kind of taking it serious when I was giving beats to other people in my school and letting them rap on it. But I got to my senior year in high school and I was like, you know what? I could rap. Like, not for nothing, I could rap better than these dudes that's rapping on my beats. So I might as well just rap on my stuff. So I started taking it serious. I say 2012, like 2013. So yeah, I've been grinding that long,
Okay. And how do you stay true to yourself while growing up in the industry?
I just, I'm a 5%er. Peace to the gods. The lessons and the way that I grew up, it keeps me grounded because, it's your experience is you. I grew up knowing myself and my parents telling me myself. So when the world gets chaotic, I just gotta get back to being a child, get back to being how it was when you didn't care about so much bills and everything that the world throws at you as you get older, and the pressures that they throw at you is really no pressure. It's really just going back within and staying true to my way of life, staying true to my principles. That's what keeps me grounded, cause I'll be comfortable even when somebody throws me an offer like $1 million or something. I'll be comfortable saying no to it, cause I know I know what comes with it, and I do the knowledge on stuff. So if it ain't all the way right, I'm able to just be like, nah, I could get back to myself because I'm securing myself. I'm not thirsty for nothing out here. You feel me?
I heard you. And who or what inspire your sound the most?
Hip hop, man. It's so many people to name. I would say Nas for sure. Nas, Jay-Z, Onyx, Method Man, Wu-Tang Clan, Notorious B.I.G., Tupac, Wyclef. There's so many people to name. Lauryn Hill, like, come on. It's too many. Hip hop and just my story in general. My story inspires me. I'm so inspired about giving my story now. That's what keeps me going. Just my story is dope, and it's something that needs to be told. Just like Notorious B.I.G. said, I got a story to tell. And I just feel like I was birthed in hip hop, for a reason to do this shit. So that's what inspires me the most. There's so many to name. It can't just be one person, because so many people left a contribution that gave me an idea and gave me that motivation that yo, you could take this worldwide and you could feed your family with this, and you could really change we really changed the world with this. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
like,
sir.
yeah.
What message are you sharing through your music right now?
What I'm channeling the most is really, I wouldn't even say it's being authentic. It's just like I'm here to. It's a lot of you know, it's a lot of devilishment going on out here. You feel me? Just our people need to, you know, they gotta get a grip. People gotta get a grip. You know, that's why it's like time is of the essence, man. If it's, you know, if you don't take advantage of these opportunities when you get them, you could be going the next day. Somebody in your family could be going the next day. Something like, you know, time is very precious to me nowadays. I don't just do something with anybody, and it's oh man, it's, yeah, you know, it's just like time, you know. I live by Nas's lyrics come to my head. I never sleep, because sleep is the cousin of death. You start realizing that so many people out here sleep, and you need somebody, and somebody got to come out here and have the courage to wake them up. Peace, you know. Rest in peace to Malcolm X too, you know.
Yes, sir.
We gotta wake our people up, you know.
Yes, sir. Does acting change how you approach music?
It 100% changed how I approach music, and it also showed me that I'm a pretty good actor already, even if I don't have the natural experience as somebody else. So the way that it did make me approach music different is like acting and music. It's like when you get on that mic, it's showtime. It's like it's lights, camera, action. You gotta rap, you know, the same way you rap if you in the room by yourself is the same way you got to do it, like it's millions of watching, because there's millions of people watching. So this is you got to treat your words like it's cinema, like, you know what I'm saying. That's where it's like it comes in the same thing. And it's like once you get behind the shooting music videos as well, people feeling your presence, so you gotta present yourself in a certain way, and you gotta know your lines. You can't be relying on the words you wrote on a book. You can't look at the book while you recording and stuff. You gotta have it on cap, and that's how it is, because it's repetition with acting, knowing that script, really going over that script, really recording yourself, recording you saying your lines, and you gotta deliver in them a certain way. It was just a dope experience, and I was nervous jumping into it because it was my first time doing a starring role in the thing that I acted in. But once I got behind the camera, I'm like, oh, I love this, you know. And I love it the same way that I love the music, because we grew up watching the movies too. It's, you know, it's all culture. So I'm just, you know, following the footsteps that everybody left. Shout out to Fredro Starr, shout out to Ice Cube, shout out to Ice-T, shout out to Method Man, everybody that LL Cool J too. Come on, it's you know, that shout out to the ones that did the music, then going into the acting. You know, it's dope. So it's a blueprint to follow, and I just study the greats and learn from them as well.
How did you meet up with Fredro Starr?
It's crazy. I met so for a point in my life, I lived out in LA after the pandemic. When the pandemic started, you know, I was living in New York. Something in me was saying, yo, I want to go to LA. I never went there. So I waited like 6 months, and then we went out there. I went out there for 10 days first, and then I came back to New York, and then I ended up like, yo, I'm about to move out there. So I moved out there, and it was the day that I met Fredro in person. We was at an event for Dave East. Dave East was dropping a weed strain at a dispensary. Shout out to Dave East, another one from Harlem. He was dropping his weed strain East Mix, so we went there, and it was Steve Lobel, his dispensary. So we went there. I met him, and then Fredro happened to be there, and I saw him. I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? But I fuck with Fredro because I watched the movies and Onyx and all that shit. So I watched Sunset Park, all that shit. So I came through. I said, what up? And I was talking to him. I was like, yeah, I was just literally just watching a movie the other day, and then seeing him, I'm like, oh shit. So I was building with him, telling him that, and he was like, yo. He was like, I was telling, I look young, so he's like, he don't expect me to know all of that shit. He's like, yo, he said, what you know about that little nigga? I'm like, yo, I was laughing. But yeah, then I was like, nah, I'm tapped into all of that. So we ended up like getting, he got my Instagram, he followed me on Instagram, and then he seen me rapping on IG, and you know what I'm saying, he been wanting to work with me, he said, but it wasn't until like last year he reached out to me. He's like, yo, we got to get on a track together, and he sent me a beat. Then the rest is history. But I met him in LA about 5 years ago, getting some weed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think streamers are killing the music industry?
I think streamers is and musicians is musicians. I feel like once we start separating that and having clear distinctions of what is, then it's cool. Everybody could coexist. I don't think it's killing it. I think everybody everybody could do what they want to do. Who's to say they can't do what they do? You just got to do what you do, you know? I don't think they killing it though. I ain't worried about streamers. I'm worried about making the best shit that I can. That's what they do, you know? I can't control that, you feel me?
Do you think the beef between like Cam and Jims and everybody like from Harlem is good for the city?
Man, that's their business, you know. For me, I don't really know. I don't know their history like that for them to do that, and I don't really know them like that. You know, is it good for the industry? You feel me? I can't, you know. That's not my business, so I don't really dive too much into that. That's not my, that's really not my lifestyle. I'm about the lessons. I'm about saving the children, you know. And if you contributing in that, that's what you suck. But if it's grown men, they got history together. I don't got no history with them, so I don't really, I don't know too much of. Yeah, I don't. You feel me? So
I respect that.
Yeah.
What's the biggest obstacle you faced so far?
The biggest obstacle?
Yes.
Just I mean, both of my parents, rest in peace. They both passed away within a year of each other. I got to a point in my life, in my rap career too. I had a song on the radio, and I was at a good peak. It was starting to elevate, and then like both my parents passed. It rocked me, man. Just coming out of the darkest depths of just being feeling the worst about yourself, and coming out of that darkness, like really like the biggest obstacle is like I mean so much to so many people in my family, and it's like restructuring my life and relearning so much stuff in my life. It's been like a super challenge, because it comes with just when you're about to touch a certain point in your life, and everybody in your life feels it and sees it, but it's like the energy be kind of weird. So it's like I don't want to giving people space is hard when it's like, you know what I'm saying, like for me, because I got a big family. Like I got a big family, 24 brothers
Whoa.
and sisters, you know.
Whoa, okay.
So it's just like so many people watching me at all times, but I'm just seeing like being around certain people now and seeing exactly what it takes to be successful is a super obstacle, because you got to really look at yourself in the mirror and address everything that you dealing with honestly, with nobody watching. And just being in isolation when I'm used to being around so many people, that's definitely been the hardest challenge, because I'm isolating, because I'm putting myself in it, and I'm dealing with, I'm putting myself in another. I'm being ushered into another space, so it comes with me being even more on point, and that's been the biggest challenge, overcoming that obstacle. And life just hitting you, and you gotta just say fuck all that, and I gotta just keep rising up. But it's a challenge, but I'm up to it every day. I gotta get up. And also being a father too. Shout out to everybody that's a father out there, raising children too. That's another challenge, but I love it though, cause it gives me something to really wake up to every day and be like, yeah, I gotta get to it. I don't got no other options, you know.
Yes, sir. How do you handle mental health?
I be shit. Sometimes you gotta smoke that. I be smoking the weed sometimes to calm down, but I also be playing my video games too. You know, sometimes like with the mental health, like I feel like it happens to us when we become adults. We start the world starts throwing their problems and certain things on you, and it's like you grew up in a certain environment too. You grew up with certain things happening to you too. But when you were a child, you don't really worry. You're not really worried about that at all. So when I get back to the stuff that I love to do as a child, that's what helps me with, you know, being cool when it's be chaos around sometime, you know, and it's chaos around, and yeah, like you don't got, you know. And I also talk to my people sometime. I let them know I don't hold a lot of stuff in. I got people that I could really build with if I gotta get something off my chest, because the longer you hold on to stuff, it just weighs down on you. You feel me?
What advice would you give to artists coming out from Harlem today?
I would say study the history, study the lessons, understand where things come from, and really know who we are, and what, like, we was born in Harlem. That the Harlem Renaissance happened there. Listen to the Harlem Renaissance. Look back on, you know, Malcolm X. Look back on shout out to the 5%ers. If it wasn't for the 5%ers, hip hop wouldn't be what it is today. You know, study the lessons, study your lessons, study your history, study where you came from, and be proud of it. And then, yeah, we got to get back to bringing original art, bringing your original self, being the original man, being, you know, like, it's really sacred. It's really that time, because people are getting, it's real out here, you know, and it's time for a change. But I say be yourself. I say study your history, and I say be greater than the ones that came before you. Learn from them, and Harlem changed the world in the 20s. Let's change it in 2026.
And what can we expect from you in 2026?
Movies. We got the album. Let me see. We got the Tunnel coming, directed by Fredro Starr. I'm starring in that. That's coming out 2026. And I got my really like my debut album, Master Standing, coming, produced by Fredro Starr. That's coming soon. Super fire. I've been taking my time rolling that out. But yeah, album, movies, you know, more spending time with my family, my woman. Shout out to Suvi. She's out here. Yeah, you know, just having good times. 2026, I'm just, yeah, more movies, more music, more hip hop, more shows, and just more love out here, and just more of me being out here, just showing myself more, you know, just stepping out, and just, yeah, embracing it embracing everything along the way, you know.
And can you drop your social media if people want to follow you?
What's up, y'all? So y'all can follow me at BigAl Harrison, BIGAL Harrison. Y'all can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, you know, and that's my YouTube, all of that, BigAl Harrison.
Thank you, BigAl. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you. Best luck to you. Thank you, boss. Yes, sir.